What's the next big step for Ampersand? Like, what's your, obviously, yeah, you're here. And that's a big step in a busy week. When you get back to your day to day, like, what's the next thing?
So this year is going to be exciting. We're going to see more science emerge from the platform, selecting our first set of lead projects to move forward to development candidates as a concrete big milestone. And then executing on partnerships. We have a lot to do this year. We just acquired a company. Obviously did that last week. So building out the antibody discovery capabilities and lots of execution. We are in discussions with both partners and investors about the next chapter. It's all built on science and the story and the value proposition. There's a lot going on, which is great.
Yeah, it is a lot. Your plate is full. Another question about that acquisition. Whenever you acquire a company, obviously it's disruptive. It's good, obviously. I mean, there's value, but it's also disruptive. To the mission you were on prior to the acquisition. So give us some color on how you're sort of managing through the integration of this company. Yeah. Maybe even some illustration of what that integration is going to look like in terms of physical space and technology and people.
Sure. So we had a head start with Amcheck because we already been working with them on antibody discovery campaigns. So we had that relationship last year. And then we were already planning for success. So we've already been planning through the integration together. So both groups working together this year about, decision-making, communication. So they're based in the Czech Republic. So obviously time to a difference. We are used to working across time zones, working by video conferences, but really playing that forward and overly communicating. And so starting to lay out objectives and plans. And it's actually, it's early days. It's going well so far, but planning for, what could go wrong before it happens. And then being able to communicate that, I think, is incredibly important from a culture perspective. And so that's something that we're working on together, preparing for this year and beyond. And also, we'll add that within the flagship ecosystem, that capability is also very powerful. Being able to generate our own antibodies, not just at Ampersand, but together with other flagship companies as well. We're going to see this platform really accelerate next year or two.
Outstanding. What haven't I covered? Like, what if I were a better interviewer, what should I have asked you that I didn't?
I think we covered the full landscape here.
Yeah, we covered a lot of good. Sure. You either have something great or you're weighing whether you go or not.
Yeah, and that I get asked a lot is, what keeps you awake at night?
It's a good question.
Yeah, it's always a combination of data and people.
Data and people keep you up at night?
It's always constantly. Yeah, we're thinking about what will the days look like? How do we recruit for the best talent? Right? How do we compete? How do you build a company? The combination of that is, I think, any card-carrying CEO is thinking about that. Yeah, and they're not going to tell you that.
When you say data, the data that keeps you up at night, be more specific.
Oh, about data. What's the next data sets look like? Are we on track? Right?
Yeah, not the machine learning, not the data sets that you're using in the applications.
So the data sets for machine learning, actually, when we see the data in the lab on these molecules that come out of the Ampersand platform, we almost cannot lose, because on the one hand, the data from the lab experiments could be positive, right? And the molecules work. They're being designed. That's cool. That's great. Great for the platform. Great for those potential partners. If they don't work, it's obviously hugely valuable, because it's a platform. And the machine that they use as training data set, they're like gold.
Yeah.
Both positive and negative. So as a machine learning platform, your platform gets stronger both on positive and negative data, because all the experiments have been run with the right controls.
Yeah. That negative data, the failure data, the stuff that doesn't work, is that largely proprietary? I was just having a conversation.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. Purposefully?
Yeah. We actually like to make a couple molecules that we think are not going to work as well to test the negatives and our hypothesis.
Yeah.
Rather than just having a no treatment, if you like, control, we have to make a molecule that is designed not to work as well.
That's interesting. Yeah. I was talking to someone earlier today who was talking about a panel presentation here at this event that addressed that issue, that, in the public domain, there's plenty of success data, right?
Yes.
To pull from, but there's very little in the way of, deep failure data. And that was acknowledged as a problem as AI and ML become more pervasive in the process.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I agree. I think the underreporting of negative data has been with us as an industry for a long time. I think from a culture perspective, in terms of building a company, recognizing the importance of getting to no-go decision points through negative data is really powerful.
Yeah.
I think the best companies are able to recognize and celebrate that. I understand how that can be a high quality and very impactful piece. But now, just to go back to the platform, machine learning, these incredibly ones have high quality data sets feeding back in, and the know-how that goes with that.
You framed that question that I should have asked as what keeps me up at night, which has sort of a negative intonation, like a concerned intonation. Are the things that keep you up at night in a concerned way the same things that excite you?
Oh, for sure. Yeah, absolutely. And so, I think, so just to go back to this piece of, living with ambiguity and optionality can actually drive, I think, great innovation for companies, finding solutions quickly. And flagship, this is called paranoid optimism.
I've heard the term.
Right. So it exists on a daily basis, packaging the CEO world. And it comes to that point I was just mentioning, you have to be able to, I remember mentors over the years telling me, spend time predicting the future. Because if you're not, as a CEO, nobody else can do that as effectively. And trying to do that and also being paranoid and both optimistic in the role is very challenging, but super exciting. And so sometimes we get exciting data and positive data where we least expect it, and the opposite can be true as well.
Yeah.
In the industry, but early discovery platform companies at this time, and I think within the flagship ecosystem is a great place to be.
Yeah, that's terrific. All right, so personal question, because paranoia and optimism can both be unhealthy if taken in too large a dose. What do you do to personally? Like, what do you do to decompress, to make sure that you're not taking your paranoia and your hype home with you, and to keep your sanity?
Yeah, simple. Turn off my phone and do not harm.
Yeah,
start there. Everything else is straightforward.
Very good. Yeah. Well, I appreciate the time. This has been very insightful, and I enjoyed meeting with you. I thank you for spending. I know there's a lot of demand for your time about like this, so I'm honored that you spent some of it.
Our pleasure, Matt. Yeah, I really enjoyed it.